Welcome to the Lyrics Critic, a fresh, fun, and interesting take on that song or album that's all the buzz in gospel. I'm your host, Tan, and from time to time, I'll be joined by my friends who will share their own critique of the songs.
Hey, I am joined by my girls Dacia and Renee. Hey, ladies.
Hi.
Welcome. I'm
Thank
super
you.
excited to get into this episode because we're critiquing a song by one of our favorites, Johnathan McReynolds, and we're looking at people. But before we get into the song, we have our artist profile. Johnathan McReynolds lives in Illinois, where he's a professor at Columbia College. He's a Grammy-nominated, multi-Stellar and Dove Awards winner, author. He plays a number of instruments. He's a judge on BET's Sunday Best, and he's single as far as we know.
And don't forget Monday Casual.
Yeah, he does his Monday Casual thing on IG.
And I think he has residency at the Troubadour.
What's that?
It's a club in California. He has residency since I think early this year or late last year, which has been doing great. Before the pandemic, he had patch shows and stuff like that. So doing a lot of things.
Awesome. So People is the title track of his latest project, which he released in April. The video for People premiered on YouTube on March 20, and so far it has almost 1 million views. All right, ladies, let's get into the song. People. He says they are the best and the worst you've created. Loving and hating and opinionated. Loners in basements and those congregated, deliver me. So in that first verse, I see where he's doing this kind of opposite theme, best and worst, loving and hating, loners and those congregated.
Okay, my thing is with it is like basically persons. Like if you're people on a whole, they're the same persons, they're the best and the worst, meaning they love you this minute, they hate you, they're very opinionated, especially in this day and age. They're very opinionated and their opinion matters and it doesn't matter. You know, it says loners in basements and those congregated, meaning persons who are in the basement on their internet having trigger fingers, Twitter fingers, and just are mean, and people who congregate and just gossip. So it's just the best and the worst of people, the same
Different
ones that will build you and break you. The same persons will build you and break you, basically.
Well, I just think he's trying to put everybody into, like, the entire human race into categories, because they can categorize us really and truly. So I think that's what he's doing. He's just painting a picture of everybody in that one verse.
Right. Okay. Cool. Far from the peaceful shore I was sinking, deep in the ocean of thoughts they were thinking. Don't know what validation I was seeking, deliver me. He was sinking in their thoughts, thinking about what they're thinking about him. Seeking validation from people. When you said you could heal anything, did you mean people? Deliver me. Because I can't point them out. I won't say their names. I don't know the damage or which one to blame. It's just people. People deliver me.
I love this song.
I didn't hear that.
No, I said I love this song.
Yeah. Deliver me from people. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward here, you know. Sometimes we think that we're we don't care about what people think, and then the next minute we find ourselves even a little bit unconsciously caring too.
That's
So
true.
that happens. You're not really trying to care, honestly. You're living your life, and then just in one little window, you find yourself right there thinking, oh my God, what are they gonna think? So
Yeah.
I think it happens to all of us. And
Yeah.
he's just talking about not caring what anybody thinks. Really and truly, it's about what God thinks of us. We don't need validation from anybody. Sometimes we go through things with people. People hurt us sometimes, and we don't know the extent of the damage too. So I know he also hits on that. So he's just saying, God, if you can deliver us from anything, can you deliver me from people too?
Yeah, that's true.
You created us, the best and the worst of us. Can you please deliver me from this? Like, so that's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
what I get from that. Yeah.
It's so funny, the wording is so accurate. Far from the peaceful shore I was thinking, meaning, we find peace in God, or peace,
Yep.
like he made
Yep.
room. I'm just using his songs. He made room for God, and then he's like, he was thinking far from that peaceful place.
Yep.
All
Yeah.
depending on what persons were saying or their thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
caring about what people had to say. Then he came to the realization that we all come to after a while, like, what are we thinking? What are we doing? It doesn't matter. We don't need their validation. Why are we seeking? They're just
Mm-hmm.
human beings like ourselves. So,
Yeah.
Lord, please deliver me. You said you can heal me from
It
many things. Does that include
With
people?
people.
And I think that, Tanisha and Renee, I honestly think that that's most of our prayers. That's been my prayer too, but maybe not the exact same, deliver me from people, but like, can you just
it's
remove me from the situation, or just
yeah.
remove these people? So yeah, it is like, it's just life.
And I
Yeah.
think, and let's not miss the part that says, because I can't point them out, and I'm
Yes,
not going to call the names, God. I'm not going to call.
I don't know the damage or which one to blame,
Yeah,
because it's so
yeah,
much. It's just
yeah.
people, and
It's just people.
sometimes even when a rumor is spread about you, you don't know who it is. So you're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my God, I don't know. I can't point them out. I don't know which one to blame, because sometimes we blame the wrong person. We blame the messenger. And it's like, it's way deeper than that. So listen, deliver me.
Just all of them together. People.
Yeah.
All right. So in verse 2 now, he says, she was the reason I smiled in the morning. He took the last bit of joy I was storing. That's too much power for anything human. Deliver me. And then he goes into people. For that verse, I don't think he's necessarily speaking from his perspective. Um, I think he's speaking from other people's perspective, really. So for a man, he's saying she was the reason, and then for the woman, he's saying he took the last bit of joy, and it's not necessarily like they're a couple or anything. It's just trying to speak then, or to represent different people in the song. I don't know what you guys think about that.
Yeah, I think he was generalizing it.
Yeah,
That's
but
one
he
side.
Mm-hmm.
Or he could have been in love.
Wouldn't you have gone that
Sorry,
way?
sorry,
I know you, Renee.
sorry. I
I
had to put it in there. I'm
I
not
know.
Jonathan.
no, but the
Yeah.
fact that he went straight into saying he took that last bit of joy I was storing. That's why
Mhm.
I'm saying I don't think he was talking about
Yeah,
himself.
yeah.
Listen, it could go
Uh-huh.
another way for real.
Listen,
She
it
was
could
the
have
reason
been
you
real.
smiled, and then someone took
Took the bit of joy he was
took her from him. But we're not going there.
We're just saying. It can
Poor
be
Johnathan.
misinterpreted. It can be misinterpreted. I mean, all right. This is the view I'm seeing. I'm seeing here that it can be, somebody that, not maybe not him specifically, but a man. Let's say a man specifically.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Was in love, or whatever you wanna call it, married, whatever you wanna call it, and that person was the man's joy, and then either another man took the lady, or maybe she passed away, or something happened, and that was the center of his joy, and then he was just saying it's really and truly, you know it's important that we don't place our everything in a human being. It's supposed to be in God. He is
Yeah.
our joy. Our joy shouldn't be placed in anything human. That's just too much power.
He goes back into the chorus, deliver me from people, all of that. And then into the bridge, oh, the hurt are hurting, and the broken are breaking, and the ones who had their joy taken away are out here taking from other people. I don't know, this song, just looking at the lyrics, I'm telling you, it's just cleverly written. It's just so real, so personal.
It's truth. It's
and
just honest.
yeah, it's just so honest and pure. And yeah, hurt people, as they say,
That's
and
correct.
hurt are
And
hurting,
broken people break people too. So it's
right?
like,
And those who had their joy taken away are out here taking from other people. My God, that's like an epic line right there for me, because we see it every day where,
yep.
I mean, we don't know sometimes what caused people to act the way they do, but then when you
Yes.
get to understand, in some instances it's because they want you to feel what they have felt. I mean, they want you to share in their pain for some reason. Sometimes it's out of selfishness, but sometimes it's just their way of coping too. But that line, I think it's just really powerful right there.
It is.
Even when they listen, you say, people, forgive these people, heal me from these people, crazy people. The one for me was trolling and self-righteous people and entitled people. Like, people, everything that he says basically, and the part that, hating, lying, disrespectful, all that. And I remember when he said, forgive me when I'm one of those people, because sometimes we're that person. We're those people. We're the people who are hurting. We're the people who are
Trolling.
broken, trolling the persons who are broken, and we are breaking because we're broken. And sometimes when you're broken, you don't even realize that you're broken. And I can say that because I'm one of those broken people in progress of getting fully whole. So it's like,
Amen.
when you're hurt, you hurt people.
Yeah.
When I think every time I listen to the bridge and he's saying, those lying people, hurting people, crazy people, because we can be all of those people. And self-righteous, I think we have all trolled at some point in our life, maybe quietly, but we troll. You have the quiet trolls and the public trolls who don't care. I think I'm one of the quiet trolls at sometimes. And sometimes we feel so entitled to our opinions as people. As he said, we are opinionated in the first verse. We feel entitled. We are very entitled to our opinion. It doesn't care who it hurts or how it comes across, because it's my opinion and we all have our own opinion, and my opinion is important, not knowing that sometimes even our opinion is very hurtful. So it ties in so much, and it's disrespectful, and it's basically hating, because sometimes our entitled opinion can stay just because we're either jealous or hating or just self-righteous, basically. And especially on the internet, we are everything in the refrain that he says: crazy, trolling, self-righteous, entitled, hating, lying, disrespectful, all of them in one. A lot of us sometimes with our anger comes out, like everything ties in, because I'm sure we as women, people label us as crazy, especially crazy Black women. When we get upset, we get crazy. Or when we really care about someone, when we get hurt, we get really crazy. So this song is just a reflection of everyone. And if anybody does not relate to this song, something is wrong with them. They're not people. They're aliens. So.
That's true. That's true. That is true. I find the song is very, very relatable. And what I like about those final lines is just how he ends the song with that line, forgive me when I'm one of those people, deliver me. Because you know, the whole self-righteous thing. Sometimes we're quick to point out the bad in others, but sometimes, you know, when we do a little introspection, we see that some of those same qualities that we don't like in others, sometimes we display some of them. So, you know, we have to ask God to forgive us when we've self-assessed and we've realized that, oh my God, I I was that people, I was that hating or trolling, I was that entitled person in this situation. So I mean, I just really liked how he went through all that list, and then he says, you know, forgive me when I'm one of those people.
Yeah. Matthew 7:5
Really,
basically. Because remember that when
really.
Jesus said, first take the plank out of your eye, and
Yep.
then you see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. So even though he's seeing everything, he comes back to Matthew 7:5, basically, Lord, I'm one of those people too, and I've been one. So he can said, okay, he's not being an
Forgive me.
hypocrite. He's saying,
Yeah.
forgive me, because when he's not going to say forgive me if, forgive me when I'm one
Yeah.
of those people. So
Yeah.
it's basically him taking the beam out of his eye before everything else, saying that I am one of those people too. So he and it
Sometimes.
was tied into the Bible verse, Matthew 7:5, which was I related to that because a lot of times we don't see our errors. We see
True.
others' errors. And yeah, I
Amen.
love the song.
I just have one thing to add on that. When he says, "Forgive me when I'm one of those people." I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've noticed it. Like I don't know if I've been watching myself or what you wanna call it, or paying close attention to the things I say and the things I do. Um, we're really of a sinful nature, and it's just true. You know, we're sinful beings, and that's just the truth. It's just innate to sin.
Yeah.
And we cannot not sin even when we try not to sin. I've tried not to sin, and in trying not to sin, I'm sinning, and I'm like, oh my God, I just sin. How do
Yeah.
I not sin? You know.
Yeah.
So at the point where he says, "Forgive me when I'm one of those people," you know, sometimes you're one of those people, and you're
Yeah.
not trying to be one of those people.
Yeah.
You're trying to be better than that. You're trying to live, you know, walk the walk, you know, talk the talk. And in the middle
Mm-hmm.
of walking and talking the talk, bam, you're
Yep.
reminded
Mm-hmm.
how sinful of a creature you are when you're trying to fight the good fight. You know,
Yeah.
so of course we all need forgiveness and we all need grace. We all need the grace of God because I've tried it. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's hard.
They're just
You
preaching to the
know,
choir.
you know. So that's what I take from that. We literally don't have to try to be any of those things. It just happens.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I really love this song. He's we've said it all before. He's real. He's candid. The song is very relatable, and you know, it's just an awesome song. And for me, I give the song like 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's
Plenty
what
What
out
we're
of
about
looking
10.
for.
you? Huh?
Plenty out of 10, man.
He's moving on to the next round.
Yeah. No man, I mean,
Love the song.
he's really, really awesome. And I can't wait until next week when we get into the other songs on the album,
Mm-hmm.
People.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for joining me, and
Sure.
I look forward to your company next week when we get into the entire People album. All right, ladies, thank you so much.
No
Take
problem.
You're
care.
welcome.